Law 47. Do not go past the mark you aim for. In victory, learn when to stop emphasizes the importance of restraint, self-awareness, and discipline in moments of success. When you achieve victory, the temptation to keep pushing, to secure more, and to extend your dominance is strong. However, this law warns that overreaching after a win can lead to disastrous consequences. Knowing when to stop, when to settle, retreat, or pause is as crucial to maintaining power as the initial pursuit of it. Success often brings a rush of exhilaration and confidence. The feeling of having bested your competition or achieved your goals can create an illusion of invincibility, and in that heightened state, it's easy to believe that more is always better. But continuing to press forward without recognizing the natural stopping point can trigger unexpected resistance or backlash. The more you push, the more enemies you accumulate, and the more your resources are stretched thin. Instead of consolidating your gains, you run the risk of overextending yourself, becoming vulnerable to new threats, and undermining the very victory you worked so hard to achieve. Power is not just about winning battles. It's about maintaining control over the long term. Often, the biggest mistake people make after a success is underestimating the dangers that follow. Victory blinds you to the fact that every win comes with new responsibilities, and every increase in power shifts the dynamics around you. The more you achieve, the more eyes are on you, and the more people will be waiting for you to make a misstep. Pushing beyond the mark you aim for, out of greed or overconfidence, invites resentment, envy, and eventual downfall. One of the greatest challenges after victory is managing your own ego. Success can inflate your sense of self-importance, leading you to believe that you can do no wrong. This distorted perception encourages reckless behavior, like continuing to fight even after the battle has been won, or striving for dominance where none is needed. The wise person knows that true power comes from not only achieving victory, but knowing when to step back and allow the dust to settle. Those who fail to recognize this often fall victim to their own hubris, undoing their success by pushing too far. Another key aspect of this law is understanding that victory often changes the dynamics of power in unpredictable ways. When you win, those around you may change their loyalties or motivations. Allies who supported you during your climb may begin to question their own place in your world. Those who were once indifferent may now view you as a threat. If you continue to push for more control, you may inadvertently create new enemies or destabilize the relationships that helped you get to where you are. By stopping at the right moment, you allow others to feel secure, reducing the risk of resistance or betrayal. The need to stop at the right moment also applies to negotiations or competition. In any deal, if you push too hard or demand too much, you risk alienating the other party. There is a delicate balance between getting what you want and knowing when to accept what's on the table. If you overplay your hand, you may find that what could have been a fair or beneficial agreement becomes untenable. By taking too much, you leave the other side with little incentive to honor the deal, creating long-term friction and, potentially, a reversal of fortune. In moments of triumph, it's also essential to allow others to save face. When you crush your opponents completely or show no mercy after a win, you humiliate them, leaving them with little choice but to plot revenge. By stopping before you utterly destroy your rivals, you give them the opportunity to retreat with some dignity. This not only prevents them from becoming vengeful enemies, but also secures your reputation as a wise and magnanimous leader, rather than a ruthless tyrant. Restraint in victory demonstrates strength and wisdom. When you know how to stop, you show that your success is not born of impulsive greed, but of calculated strategy. Those who are able to temper their desires for more are perceived as being in control, not only of their external circumstances, but also of themselves. This self-mastery is a hallmark of true power because it shows that you are not driven by the same impulses that cause others to overreach and fail. One of the greatest risks in not stopping when you should is that you lose sight of your original goal. In the pursuit of more, you forget what you initially set out to achieve. The goalposts keep moving, and before you know it, you're entangled in new conflicts or competitions that drain your resources and energy. By knowing when to stop, you preserve what you have gained and can focus on fortifying your position rather than constantly seeking new conquests. Finally, this law is about the long game. True power is not measured by one victory, but by sustained influence and control over time. To ensure your continued success, you must always be mindful of when to step back, reassess, and consolidate your gains. Victory is not an end in itself. It is a step in a larger strategy. Those who know how to manage their victories, how to stop at the right time, remain powerful long after others have burned out or been toppled. In the end, Law 47. Do not go past the mark you aim for. In victory, learn when to stop is about exercising restraint, maintaining perspective, and avoiding the perils of overconfidence. It teaches that power is best sustained through careful calculation, not reckless ambition. Knowing when to stop ensures that your victories endure and that you avoid the traps of overreaching, resentment, and eventual downfall.